What's going on, everybody? C4 here, and welcome to a new episode of a new series that is going to be very quick. You know, it's never going to be a video that's going to go 15, 20 minutes or anything like that. It's more so just to see what kind of wonky combinations we can come up with to try and win in the very, very unpredictable Madden 18 simulation. So what it is called is the triple threat, and what it is going to be doing is finding the 3 worst positions on all 32 teams and replacing the weak links with the best players in their position. So to get a quick feel of this series, we are obviously going to be starting with my Philadelphia Eagles. And when you look through the rosters, their 3 weakest positions are 1, left guard with Steven Wisniewski, which is kind of odd because really the Madden ratings guy, aka stupid Dallas Cowboy fan, pretty much uses Pro Football Focus ratings for everything, which is why, trust me, probably in February I'll be releasing my roster. I always do my Madden year in advance roster, so I'll be doing my Madden 19 roster coming out sooner than later. Wiz has been higher than I'm pretty sure 77 for Pro Football Focus, but anyways, left guard is a spot we need to look at improving upon. And then we also have left outside linebacker and middle linebacker. So Jordan Hicks is hurt, so he kind of stuck with that 79. And we also had Nigel Bradham, who was a 79. I believe Roddy McLeod is a 79 as well. But we'll just go first come, first serve. Actually, you know what? Just because Jordan Hicks got hurt, and we knew that maybe he didn't have the best start of the season, but if he would have played the remainder of the year, he would have got bumped up. We'll go left outside linebacker with Nigel Bradham, who, let's be honest, as an Eagle fan, most Eagle fans would disagree with that 79. I think Bradham should be like 82, 83. But Roddy McLeod definitely a 79, hot and cold this year. So free safety, left outside linebacker, and left guard. What we are going to do is put the best players from those positions on the Philadelphia Eagles, do a 1-year sim, and see if that is enough to win the Super Bowl. So very similar to the Super Bowl or bust series we did in Madden 17, except this one just has a little bit catchier of a title. So let's add these players up, see what we bring in, see what the results yield. At left guard, it kind of was a toss-up between Andrew Norwell and Josh Sitton. Norwell, of course, on the Panthers, Sitton on the Bears, so we just decided to go with Andrew Norwell because his cap was a little bit cheaper, and, you know, you always want to squeeze in under the books there. And then at the outside linebacker spot, I took liberties into my own hands and struck my own bias as Khalil Mack. No, you're not watching a rebuild somewhere else on YouTube. We actually just went and get Khalil Mack. We put him on our team. We didn't find a way to trade 375 overalls to get him. Basically, Khalil Mack's 97. Von Miller's a 98. We decided, I hate Von Miller. The number 2 player according to the NFL Top 100 breakdown on the NFL Network. So I just went with Khalil Mack. I'd like to see Khalil Mack in a Philadelphia Eagles uniform. Plus, I had him mocked way back then at some point during the 2015 mock draft. Would that have been 2015? Yeah, I had Khalil Mack mocked to the Philadelphia Eagles. So let's just see if that played out. And then for the free safety spot, we got Harrison Smith. And the only shocking thing I found about this is Harrison Smith is only getting paid $1 million more as you know, against the cap than Roddy McLeod is, which is very, very disappointing and disheartening to see as an Eagle fan, because Roddy McLeod has been inconsistent to say the least. But there is our now full-fledged Philadelphia Eagles team, and more often than not, in year 1 of the sim with this Eagles team, they are going into the playoffs. I would figure with the addition of Khalil Mack, Harrison Smith, and way down here a little bit, Andrew Norwell, that this team can get over that hump. So let's jump into the damn season and see what kind of damage we can do. So quickly looking at our depth chart before we all begin here, looking pretty terrifying. When you look at our wide receivers, our worst option is Torrey Smith at the slot spot because he's 79. Offensive line is all an A grade. That is terrifying. Ertz is an 8. We got Wentz. This is definitely gonna, you know, really stress out the old sim. Is it gonna want to like determine right before the season starts that we're not gonna win or not? Because we do know that there's lots of predetermining factors here in Madden. But looking at this defense again, you know, Jordan Hicks 79, C+. We all know that it takes linebacker 1 and linebacker 2, even if you're in a 4-3, to give you your middle linebacker grade. So we got an A+ in Smith, A+ in Khalil Mack, A+, 2 of them on the defensive front here. Oof. Oh, I'm gonna be very upset if we don't finish at least 13-3. So let's go and simulate the entirety of the first season and see just what happens. Here we are at season's end, and just as I predicted, 13-3. I've done enough rebuilds to the point that that's pretty much like the generic record they give you when you actually have a really well-built team. Yeah, you know. Okay, NFC East title as expected. But taking a look here at our players, Wentz, again, it really does feel like the Philadelphia Eagles when you play them and you sim, they just run the ball a scary amount of times, as you're probably going to see here. Look at you. There you go. We got 2,000-yard backs, over 30 total rushing touchdowns, well over 30 total rushing touchdowns, which definitely affects Carson Wentz's ability to have, godly stat lines. No 1,000-yard receiver, which is fine. But let's see how our guys did. So Norwell didn't give up a single sack all season long, so that worked out very, very well. On the defensive side, we got Harrison Smith finished with 55 tackles, no sacks, no interceptions. Yikes. And What? Khalil Mack didn't get a single sack? 26 tackles. We have injuries turned off. That makes no sense to me. Khalil Mack finished with 26 tackles. He's starting on the team. Am I not correct here? Khalil Mack is our starting outside linebacker. There you go. All right. Well, I guess we didn't need Khalil Mack as we get ready to take on the 11-4-1 Seattle Seahawks. What? Kid, somehow, I'm not even gonna try to justify it. That makes no sense. 26 tackles from Khalil Mack. 99 overall. Rebuild king. Whatever. Let's pop in. We're going to just play the moments here against the Seahawks. We'll fill in from, we'll try to get some gameplay in. Step in when need be. Yeah, let's win the Super Bowl. All right, here we go. The Seattle Seahawks open a matchup with our 95 overall team. I think the Seahawks are like an 87. We missed our opening field goal, and they just body us on the opening drive, as is tradition. Oh, come on, we're in the red zone. Let's equalize here. Third down alert. Oh, we turned it over. Something bad happens, as is tradition. And they're going all the way down the field and get a touchdown right away, as is tradition. Third down alert. Oh, we can't convert. What is the point of having this offense at the high level of what it is? If they just fall flat, settling for field goals. Just a lack of disrespect to my 95 overall team. As we still can't score a touchdown. Oh, my God. This is just as tradition. Third down alert, fourth down alert, turnover on downs, and we get bumped in the opening round, 1 and done, as is Madden 18 tradition. So, our team was good. This is going to make a little bit more of an impact when we do the worser teams, like when we eventually do triple threat for the Cleveland Browns. But again, man, it's just one of those things that, let me know what you guys feel about this series. If you think it's something that you should, want me to see me do a lot more of. It will be definitely, it's not a whole lot of work for me to do, as well. It's very interesting to see what kind of combinations and what kind of, personnel decisions we're going to make for each individual team. But as always, my last couple, spontaneous, if you will, series that I have continued to do, a lot of your guys' feedback has been very, very good and better than what I came up with. So always, let me know there. But it is always going to come down and be limited to, do I just straight up play the games and make condensed highlights, which kind of, ruins the idea that it's a sim, and it's actually like roster building. It's more so me playing. But on the other hand, the sim in this year's game is absolutely horrendous, and there's probably going to be a lot more results like this where, we're going to be the Patriots, and we'll put Khalil Mack, and he'll only get 26 tackles from the sim, and we'll have a 99 overall team, and we'll get bumped in the first round from the drag. So there's a little bit of yin and yang to it, a little bit of a balancing act. But I guess we found out that if you're the Philadelphia Eagles and we add one of the top offensive linemen in the NFC, and Andrew Norwell, we had maybe the best, two guys that are definitely from the AFC and the NFC, and Khalil Mack and Harrison Smith, defensive player of the year candidates. You're still going to get dominated by the Seattle Seahawks in your opening playoff matchup. But anyway, guys, that does it for me today, guys. Thank you for watching. As always, if it's your first time stopping by, don't be afraid. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this series. As always, comments, questions, concerns, improvements, leave those in the comments. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.